The special education teacher's function within the school is to be a resource to every student with special needs, every teacher, every administrator, and every student. They are a catch-all for so many different things, and the best way to build rapport and to make sure that students feel safe coming to you and to feel supported, and that faculty don't feel like you're taking away valuable general education curriculum time. The best thing in the world to do is to build rapport with everyone. I once was encouraged that when entering the classroom first in the year, that first week, special education teachers should go and get to know every teacher and every student. Do get to know you games, simply to just build rapport so that you are being collaborative with the learning with both your teachers and with the students you'll be working with one-on-one, and with all the students in the school, so that they know that anytime that they need a resource, you are that resource. Currently, I personally think that I am very attuned to the cultural needs and the value for diversity within the classroom and within the school, that students are people first, and that they have needs that often come from cultural strengths and cultural weaknesses, and that it's our job as educators in general, but specifically special education educators, to work with these students to flourish within their cultural context, and to not assume that my culture or context is the correct one or that theirs is the correct one, but let's work collaboratively together to create a whole person that can become a whole person within society. So I think I definitely have the strength there, and also I have very high expectations of my students at all times. I firmly believe that every student can learn, must learn to the best of their capabilities. And while that can be a graded scale, it is best that we try to push them into success first, and focus on trying to make sure that they are successful in their endeavors. And so sometimes that means stepping back curriculum in order to help them thrive and grow in that space, and then slowly adding in things to be slightly harder, until they succeed and really just flourish in their education journey. One area that I could definitely see myself needing to grow in is the willingness to promote and support curiosity and active inquiry. For somebody whose first word was the word why, I personally really struggle with being asked that a lot. I find it very stressful, very frustrating, and so I definitely need to grow in a space where I can encourage dissent and encourage general, quiet, kind inquiries and curiosity. I think it's very important to acknowledge that personal biases can greatly influence you. You come in with a set of them, and the best thing to do is to acknowledge them, recognize that they are happening, and do your best to set them aside, or if they can't be set aside, to work through them and to firmly try to control those biases so that you can be, again, that resource to the students and their families. And when you are not willing to adjust your biases, negative things will happen. You will lose rapport and trust with the students and with their families, and you will forever lose that student and that family and the ability to help them or any future children that they may have in your program. So it is really good to set aside those personal biases and to focus on what's at hand. Again, you can't always set them aside, so if you can't set them aside, you need to work through them and seek help from your school psychologist, your school counselor, your administrators, teachers that have been doing this a long time, that they can help you work through those biases. Thank you.